Hoodwinked? We won't be bamboozled? No. We're not going to be diverted. Not this time. Not this year. We won't fall for that okey doke. Our challenges are too great for a politics that's so small. Now more than ever, this campaign has to be about the problems facing the American people. Because this is a moment of great uncertainty for America. The economic crisis we face is the worst since the Great Depression. Businesses large and small are finding it impossible to get loans, which means they can't buy new equipment or hire new workers, or even make payroll for the workers they've got. 115,000 workers have lost their jobs in Florida this year, more than any other state in this country. Wages are lower than they've been in a decade, at a time when the costs of health care and college have never been higher. Second highest foreclosures in the country right here in Florida. It's getting harder and harder to make the mortgage, or keep up your gas tank, fill up your gas tanker, or even keep the electricity on at the end of the month. At this rate, the question isn't going to be, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? The question is, are you better off than you were 4 weeks ago? So I know these are difficult times, and I know folks are worried. But I'm confident, and Hillary's confident, that we can steer ourselves out of this crisis. Because we believe in this country. Because we believe in you. We believe in the American people. We are the United States of America. And we don't back down. We're a nation that's faced down war and depression, great challenges and great threats. And at each and every moment, we've risen to meet these challenges, not as Democrats, not as Republicans, but as Americans, with resolve, with confidence, and with that fundamental belief that here in America, our destiny is not written for us, it is written by us. That's who we are, that's the country we need to be right now. But Florida, I know this is going to take a new direction. It will take new leadership in Washington. We'll take real change in policies and politics. We've got to reverse the last 8 years. That's what this election is all about. Now, John McCain's made his choice. Senator McCain's campaign actually said a couple weeks ago that they were going to launch a series of attacks on my character because they said, and I quote, if we keep on talking about this economic crisis, we're going to lose. Now, that's a promise that John McCain has kept. All he said. That's what you do when you're out of ideas, out of touch, and running out of time. Now, Orlando, I want you to be clear. I can take a few more weeks of John McCain's attacks. The American people can't take 4 more years of these failed economic policies. That's why I'm running for president of the United States of America. We've tried it John McCain's way. We've tried it George Bush's way. It's been an 8-year failed experiment. It's time for something new. It's time to turn the page on 8 years of economic policies that put Wall Street before Main Street and end up hurting both. We need policies that grow our economy from the bottom up so that every American everywhere has the chance to get ahead. Not just the person who owns the factory, but the men and women on the factory floor. Not just the CEO of the company, but the secretary and the janitor. If we learn anything from this crisis, it's that we're all connected. We're all in this together. We rise or fall as one nation. Now, the financial rescue plan that passed Congress, that was a necessary first step to ease the credit crisis. And if we had let that continue, businesses would have gotten worse, more home foreclosures would have been out there, and so we had to do something. But understand, if we're going to grow the economy from the bottom up, then we also need a rescue plan for the middle class. That's what I want to offer as president, a rescue plan for you. Last week I laid out a plan to jumpstart creation, provide relief to families, rebuild our financial system. It's a plan that'll help struggling homeowners